Florida near Pensacola, and there we have our first shot.
There it is. The first view from the WB-57 airplane. Was dipping in and out a little bit. This is going to be an infrared camera showing us Dragon re-entering.
Hopefully you can see that all right.
You heard 8 GPS is converging. Dragon has 3 GPS units that it uses actually in the parachute deployment process as it helps, along with the pressure sensors, really give a solid altitude to the flight computers on when these are supposed to deploy. We're standing by for the drogue chute deployments. We should be just under 5 minutes away from splashdown.
This is awesome. So my friend asked me to record. My friend asked me to record this for him, so I figured I would.
About 14 kilometers in altitude, 8.4.
And I got my new cowboy outfit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Getting a horse soon too. Hopefully.
Slow the vehicle down even further and help stabilize preparation for the main chute deployment.
This is the Dragon capsule by SpaceX. You gotta see the inside. It's so cool. Touch screens and suits that look futuristic.
The capsule is going about 400 miles per hour.
400 miles per hour. Wow.
Accelerating quickly.
It's closer. Standing by for drogue deploy. No!
Okay, so we lost audio, but I can get it back real quick. So here we go. Hold on. Go in here. Let's see if it picks this up. I think it does. Let me go to watch history. Come on, brain, work. Okay.
The expected descent rate, the expected velocity under the drogue's nominal. We're right at around 150 miles an hour. Descent rate, the expected velocity under the drogue's nominal. We're right at around 150 miles an hour and already dropping. See the drogues now detach.
There we have confirmation of deployment of the 4 main parachutes.
Now this whole screen will be shared on Facebook. So you don't need to worry about the quality right now, but I'll get the quality better later. What? Future cowboy. Oh yeah. If I had $1 million, I would go to space on SpaceX.
As you can see there on your screen, continuing to slow Dragon down significantly. We are anticipating splashdown at just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
We've already slowed the vehicle down to about 16 miles an hour. It's already less than 1 kilometer in altitude.
Alright. Less than 1 kilometer, so that's like a little bit less than a mile.
Passing through 700 meters.
700 meters. Woohoo! 700 meters is 300 meters less than 1 kilometer.
600 meters.
Alright.
We're 600 meters.
600 meters.
The Gulf of Mexico.
Be approximately 1:30 from splashdown.
Mission control team here in Hawthorne has reported the precise landing coordinates to the recovery team. They are standing by, ready to go get our space dads.
There we go, now it's public.
Past about 300 meters. 1 minute till splashdown.
300
meters.
We are braced for splashdown.
Copy, brace for splashdown.
So there we heard Bob and Doug reporting that they are bracing for a splashdown. Should be able to see the Gulf of Mexico here in the shot just momentarily.
Oh, internet just went out. What? Aw, there we go. Yes. Oh.
As you can see on your screen, we have visual confirmation for Splashdown.
Woo!
SpaceX copies and confirms.
This is the first time in 9 years. Now, everyone, this wasn't public for a few minutes, but it is now.
NASA astronauts Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug, Space Dads.
Welcome back to planet Earth. Thanks
First
for
time in 9 years that the USA has gone to space by itself with a private company this time. First time ever with a private company. Of course, it received funding from NASA to be able to do so, but it did its own research, it did its own testing, it did everything prior to receiving funding. It found out the best ways to do everything, it put everything together. Now, SpaceX is owned by Tesla, not by Tesla, by Elon Musk. He owns
4.800.
Great news all around there. Our space dads are back on Earth after a 19-hour return journey from space. Dragon Endeavour has splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico, just off the coast of Pensacola, Florida. And on your screen there, you can see our two fast boats, and they are indeed fast, racing out to greet Dragon Endeavour as it sits there.
Now check that out. That's the inside of the capsule.
Inside the capsule, Bob and Doug looking good. Although the communication was a little choppy, we did hear.
Endeavour in 3.1, we ensure ourselves in stable 1.
And SpaceX copies for vehicle assessments at 3.1. Stable.
So cool. First time in 9 years. Now this was like the moon landing for me, because I wasn't born during that time, and I never saw anybody go to the moon. I personally didn't see it. These people went to space for the first time in the USA in 9 years that I've personally seen. And it's exciting because I, of course, saw people go to and from space from NASA, but that was old news with NASA. Now, since I've been following SpaceX and Virgin Galactic and the other one from Amazon, yeah, that guy. Anyways, I was studying all those companies and seeing which one would win the race. SpaceX has done it. Because Elon Musk risked it all, every dime. If he did not succeed on the 4th rocket test, he would have went bankrupt and none of this would have happened. Now check this out. They got touchscreens. It looks like Aliens. You know, the movie. I mean, they got the suits, they got the touchscreens, they got air conditioning, they got all sorts of cool stuff. It's a comfy ride.
So once we get the all clear from there,
yeah,
the water recovery lead will give the go for approach, and that's when the first fast boat will
no, like I said,
approach the capsule.
this live video this is being recorded on the screen, separate audio, so you won't hear me talking, and this will be put on the link right below the
necessary to hoist Dragon out of the water.
Still getting a view from the WB, the airplane flying overhead. It gave us those great views, really our first views of Bob and Doug re-entering the Earth's atmosphere from up above. You can see the 4 parachutes in the water. We heard those were cut automatically as expected by Dragon. So for now, the crew just standing by. Again, they're going to stay in their suits, in their seats. We're waiting for all these initial checks.
Dragon, SpaceX, com check.
This is great.
Line clear as well. Just wanted to verify a quick comm reconfiguration. Thank you.
Essentially, what just happened there is they reconfigured.
So if you could just relay the status of the fast boats and the recovery as you get them, we would appreciate it.
You bet, absolutely, Doug. Woke up.
So what just happened there, you heard comms reconfiguration. That's essentially looping Bob and Doug's communication into the into the recovery team, so that if that, they can hear feedback from Bob and Doug directly as well. Now, we talked a little bit about
SpaceX endeavor, you did like that in James know, we're doing pretty good so far.
Okay, we'll let the flight docs know that you're feeling good so far. Thanks for that update.
really good news there to hear that they're feeling good, and they can let the flight surgeons know that all is well inside Dragon Endeavor.
Woohoo! I like how they.
And it sounds like we do have one of our folks that's on location there with the recovery forces, NASA's Brandy Dean. She's joining us by satellite phone. Brandy, if you can hear me, I mean, what is it like right there in the water? What was it like to watch Dragon watch them Splashdown?
No, this is live. This is happening right now.
Okay, SpaceX copies. We'll be ready for that in just a couple minutes. We should have the go for you in just a moment. Please stand by.
Huh. Very cool. Very cool. Gotta get my Fanta.
I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. So awesome. So awesome. So awesome. I'm gonna make a nice protein shake while I'm over here waiting for them to come back with their stuff. Good. So we're just sitting here waiting for them to figure stuff out. So they're coming back with their, what was it, how they're doing, their health check. So I'm going to
At the
put,
center of your screen. Dragon capsule. We're waiting for the fast boats to approach and begin the rigging process. There on this left-hand side of the screen, we can see that second fast boat coming to view.
Dragon and SpaceX, we are go for recovery personnel to approach. Expect personnel alongside in just under a minute.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Alright, so they're starting to move in. As Kate just said, that first boat's going to go in, stick around the capsule for any traces of hypergulls. The second one's going to start rounding up the parachutes, which we're getting some really cool views from the WV-57 stuff flying overhead. Looking down, you can see the parachutes in the water. The second boat start to gather them up.
Freaking awesome!
We'll try one more time real quick. We have NASA's Brandy Dean out with the recovery forces. Brandy, if you can hear me, what was it like to watch this Dragon come down under parachutes?
Oh, it was amazing. I wish everybody could have had my view. Such beautiful sight. It was a gorgeous day. The water is calm. Really the best weather we could have asked for. And we did. We heard the sonic boom as it made its way back. We were able to find early on as the parachutes were deploying. So it was very exciting for everybody who was gathered here.
That's incredible. We actually had some questions from people if you'd be able to hear the sonic boom, and we weren't sure. So I'm really glad you just answered that for us. I mean, we talked so much about the weather. You said it looks great. What was it like on the ride out there? Has it just been kind of clear skies and clear seas the whole way?
here's the sonic boom.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. We were able to see the parachute far above the clouds and follow it all the way until it flashed down.
Alright, well, we're not getting any views on the boat, so what kind of activity is taking place right now? We're able to see the fast boats approaching the capsule. What's everybody doing on the boat to just kind of get everything ready?
The boat's also making as much for the capsule. I can't see it with my mirror. I can definitely see it, but we're getting closer. Everybody's been kind of standing by.
Oh, yeah.
Ready positions for quite a while now, so as soon as it's going down.
Chocolate or chata with protein shake.
Their own activities.
and almond milk
Well,
and
we're
creamer.
gonna keep watching
Oh,
from
yeah.
here. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for being out there with everybody and getting us these great news. It's
that was
really
good.
incredible.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Brandy. Hope to get you back in port soon. We'll talk to you back in Houston.
All right. Let's see what's going on. Now the boat's there.
So there on your screen, camera view change. That is a view coming to us from
Yeah.
Go Navigator, the recovery vessel. The two fast boats are
Now.
out there getting ready to basically install the rigging equipment required to hoist the Dragon out of the water. The other fast boat is actually collecting the parachutes from the water. We definitely want to bring those back on board with us. But shortly here, we should actually see one of the team members crawl up onto the side of the capsule in order to install the rigging, like I mentioned. That particular team member is highly experienced and highly trained. As you can imagine, climbing on top of an oddly shaped thing in the ocean could be a little tricky. So this person has undergone hours and hours of training and certification to perform this very important task.
So
There
good.
on the right-hand side of your screen, we see
Oh, yeah.
the second fast boat approaching. Of course, both of these boats needed to wait for their cue from the water recovery lead in order to approach Dragon after splashdown.
Okay,
Again,
sounds
was just
good.
to make sure
That is a close to 20-minute video. I'm gonna cut there, and I'll put this video in the comments below. So once this is done, which has been a while actually, I recorded this from before they went from the International Space Station. So they're on the International Space Station. They got on the Dragon crew capsule. They departed. They orbited for a while, and then they came down. So I started recording 20. Okay, thank you. Wow. Alexa, 1, 2, 1.
This is a reminder.
Vapor tests came out positive, or rather negative, which is a positive thing. So the team was able to approach, and now the crew member that is installing the rigging is on top of the capsule. It's difficult to see
sorry about that.
because the slower vessel, the primary
anyways,
recovery ship,
I started recording about 25 minutes prior to them splashing down. So this is a 25-minute plus about 7-10 minute video. So 35.
2.5. I misheard that.
Yeah, what she said.
Fast, but they're not that
So,
fast. We also have been hearing that the secondary boat, which its primary mission in this case
I
is securing
will
parachutes,
be closing off this live video. Thank you for watching. It was freaking awesome, and this will go in the link in the description. And it's gonna be awesome. All right, talk to you later. Thanks.
The drones
Bye.
detaching from the spacecraft.